Previously on Revenge.
Helen's no longer with us, but your orders remain. Deliver the program and it's finished for me. Your father dies.
I need proof that you haven't killed him already.
Check the fingerprint.
No.
Hey, Jack. Nice day for a sale, huh?
Amanda stole my computer so that she could threaten Conrad into selling back the stowaway. Nate got nothing.
I'll see to it that girl can never come after me again.
Go, let's go.
I love you, Jack.
No, Amanda.
You have to get him to a hospital. I can't leave him here. Hold on a second. My necklace. Amanda, no! Emily, get down! Take care of Jack and my baby. In its purest form, an act of retribution provides symmetry. The rendering of payment for crimes against the innocent. But the danger of retaliation lies in furthering the cycle of violence. Still, it's a risk that must be met. When the greater offense is to allow the guilty to go unpunished.
Em, slow down. Take a breath.
I took a breath. No, Amanda's dead.
Look, Nate had every reason to go after Jack and Amanda. We do not know that the Graysons ordered this.
You can't dare defend them.
All I'm asking you to do is press pause. Terrible things are happening to the people you care about. I know that's not what you wanted when you started this.
I didn't start this, Nolan, David. And if you don't understand that yet, I don't need you by my side.
Wait, so what? You're gonna just march over there and shoot the
I need
Graysons?
to get to the hospital.
Ems, we have to wait till someone calls us about Jack. Otherwise, they will know that we were the ones that pulled him out of the water. Hey, you need to slow down and rest. And as far as me sticking by your side, I think you know by now I'm not going anywhere.
And don't ever tell me to let go, or to ease up, or to forgive. Not when I'm standing here covered in the blood of one of the only people that I ever loved.
Where the hell have you been?
Amanda's dead.
What? How? Emily, give her a minute.
I'm so sorry. Tell me. You've given me the one thing I thought I'd never have. A real family.
You've reached Nate. You know what to do.
Damn it. Where the hell is he?
Was that Trask? What did he say?
It wasn't Trask. He hasn't made contact.
So we have no idea if the initiative is buying our story about Amanda Clark.
Our story happens to be the truth. The computer she threatened me with is as real as the jeopardy we're in as long as it remains out there. Then nothing's changed. After all the plotting, scheming, and murder, this family's in as much danger as ever. No, we don't know that either. I mean, no news in this case could very well be good news.
They got him through surgery and they took the bullet out, but that's all they'll tell me on the phone.
Charlotte, what's happened? Jack's been shot.
Oh my God.
Mom, I need you to watch Carl.
No, of course. Where's Amanda?
We don't know. She hasn't checked in at the hospital and she's not answering her phone. I have to go.
All part of the plan? Exactly how much blood are you two comfortable with? Because I just hit my limit. One way or another, I'm shutting these barbarians down.
Daniel, wait.
Answer it.
Yes?
We were able to recover Miss Crowley's phone and her scarf. And a great deal of blood.
And was it Amanda Clark?
We're reserving judgment till we locate her.
And the computer?
Still at large. Assuming it exists at all, my inspection of Miss Clark's premises was incomplete.
Mr. Trask, there's something we need to discuss face to face. We'll come to you.
What have they done?
It's what I have done. And more to the point, it's what one Nate Ryan has done.
Who the hell is Nate Ryan?
So, just to recap, Amanda's dead, Jack could be dying, Padma's father's being tortured, and the only way to keep him from being killed outright is to hand over a potentially lethal computer program that only I can complete. Am I missing anything?
No.
Why do I get the feeling this isn't what Takeda had in mind when he handed you your revenge degrees?
This is not the time to lose faith.
When exactly is the time, Aiden? I have never seen her like this before. I don't know if Emily's in control anymore. It's gotta stop.
It can't stop. Emily's need for revenge is all she has left right now. You take that away, and I promise you we will lose her too.
Charlotte just called. Jack's out of surgery. I'm going over there.
What do you need me to do?
Continue hunting down the initiative. Now that Conrad's running for governor, he'll be forced to vacate his seat on Grace and Global's board, which means that you can get closer to Daniel and finally get rid of Helen Crowley.
I think somebody may have already beat me to that. The phone's been disconnected, and Padma's already been assigned a new contact.
Then see if you can find out what happened to her.
Who do you think is the Graysons?
Who else? You coming, Nolan? How is he?
Well, he's lucky to be alive. The doctor said 2 millimeters to the left, it would have gone through his liver.
Do they know what happened?
Yeah, the Coast Guard found Jack's boat at the bottom of Long Island Sound, along with Nate Ryan's body.
And there's still no word on Amanda. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna go home and check on Carl.
Carl's at Grayson Manor.
I couldn't get the AC fixed last night at the bar, and when Victoria saw how overheated the baby was, she offered a room. I need coffee. I guess just keep an eye on him.
Victoria just pops into the stowaway last night of all nights. It's quite a coincidence.
I told you. The Graysons are behind all of this. And they're gonna pay.
Unusual choice of venue. Doesn't offer much security.
For you or for me? Last meeting you called with one of our operatives. She vanished without a trace.
We told you that we didn't have anything to do with it.
Yes. According to you, she fell prey to one angry little girl who, serendipity would have it, has now disappeared herself.
I'm sure you know by now that what happened on that boat was no accident. A low-level criminal named Nate Ryan had a vendetta against the groom and apparently sought to terrorize the both of them on their honeymoon.
How'd you know this?
Because he called me from the boat. Tricked me into confirming the existence of the computer.
To what end?
Financial reward. In a plea for their lives, Ms. Clark offered all the evidence against us as ransom.
So, we should expect the computer to be raised for the wreckage?
Unfortunately, we're not experts in marine salvage, Mr. Trask. I'm sure the tides have a mind of their own.
All your problems wrapped up with a pretty bow.
Not all of them. And not as long as you continue to exploit our son as proxy to whatever it is you're planning.
Something you do well to remember.
I don't think he bought your story.
Well, assuming Ms. Clark has indeed met her fate, there's only one person alive who can refute it.
Jack Porter.
Mr. Grayson, there's a Mr. Trask on line 2 for you. Says he's the new liaison for Helen Crowley's investment group.
Put him through. Mr. Trask, Daniel Grayson. I understand you'll be taking over for Helen Crowley.
So far as a woman like Helen can be replaced.
I trust she's all right.
She's moved on to greener pastures, though she always spoke quite highly of you, which is why we've elected to keep our business at Grace Global.
I appreciate that.
Check your inbox, you'll find a purchase request. The sooner you're able to make these trades, the better.
Well, I'll have a look this afternoon.
Wonderful. Be in touch.
See you're taking your coffee Irish this morning.
What do you want, Mathis?
I want another bite at the apple. Back when you became CEO, you told me you'd keep me in mind in the unlikely event that a seat opened up in your board of directors. Now, it seems that unlikely event is your father's play for the governor's mansion.
Well, I wouldn't count on the success of that campaign.
Successful or not, the fact remains that there's now an open seat in the board.
You still want it?
I'd like to think that I earned it. If you recall, I was the one who brought you no-core. And without that deal, you may not have been able to steer this company back on a path toward profitability.
I think we managed to stay on that path just fine without you.
I assume you're referencing Stonehaven? There's a lot of money in disaster relief, and it would appear that that deal is working out rather well for both of us.
And how's that?
Well, when I learned that you'd made a priority of acquiring Stonehaven, I took it upon myself to dissuade your competition from outbidding you.
Sorry, you spelled it Prosser.
Yeah, I even flew myself out to Los Angeles on my own dime. Feel free to call him to confirm.
Why would you do that?
In advance of this opportunity. Look, I didn't want to appear meddling. Only to be ready when the time was right. Look, we make one hell of a team. You deal me back in, and I swear, the sky's the limit.
Terrible thing that's happened. The name's Trask. I'm investigating the incident on the boat. You are?
Emily Thorne, child's godmother.
You're looking for something?
I just came by to get Jack some clothes. What exactly are you looking for?
Mrs. Porter is as yet unaccounted for as the ship's dinghy. Can you think of any reason why she might have wanted to disappear?
Disappear? No. Amanda was happier than she's ever been.
You'll have to forgive me. I get paid to be suspicious. Yeah. I see. Let me know when you have a positive ID.
Did something happen?
Sorry to tell you, Miss Thorne, the Coast Guard just identified another victim. Female this time. Amanda's family's on the way over to identify the body now.
What family?
Her sister.
Did you kill Amanda Clark?
Good morning to you too, Miss Davenport.
That's why you chose yesterday to announce your gubernatorial run, isn't it? You needed an audience for your alibi.
That's ridiculous.
Horrific, some might say. I know that you met with Nate Ryan while Jack and Amanda were getting married.
I gotta tell him the waterfront deal was off. I had no idea it would result in all this carnage.
I don't believe you.
Oh, well, then believe what you must. While you're busy pointing fingers, bear in mind that not only were you an active participant in all my recent interactions with Mr. Ryan and Mr. Porter, you were actually the architect of the deal. Not to mention material witness to Amanda's treachery against me.
I had no issue with Amanda. What happened to her is a tragedy.
The sentiment I intend to echo the press conference you're about to arrange. Unless, of course, this is your roundabout way of tendering your resignation. Oh, didn't think so.
How's Jack?
Doctor said he could wake up at any time. You okay?
Not exactly.
Your deadline is imminent, Miss Lahari. Fail to meet it, there will be consequences.
Okay, look, don't panic. Not until we know if what they sent you truly belongs to your father.
And what will that be?
Look, I'll interface immigration and check your father's fingerprint. I'm not handing over that program until we know that your father is alive.
I know I betrayed you. But you're the only person who can save him. I'm running out of time.
Do you still have Helen's number?
It's been disconnected.
Well, give it to me anyway. She probably met that creepy voicemail guy somewhere. Her phone records might tell us where she was last. You should get back to Norcorp. They might be watching. I'll meet you at the office, okay?
Is Jack okay?
Still unconscious. Declan's room. Emily, I think you were right. The Graysons killed Helen Crowley.
What did you find out?
Well, the last two places her phone was used were Grayson Manor and then Stowaway the next day. A place Helen had no reason to be.
Victoria did. My God, she was framing Amanda so the initiative would go after her and not them.
Like father, like daughter. Any luck finding the computer?
No, but I don't think Amanda would risk hiding it anywhere near Carl or Jack. I gotta go. Victoria.
Emily,
Where's Charlotte?
she insisted on going in there alone.
She's brave. Like her sister.
Well, there are moments in a person's life that change you forever. And I fear that this is one of them for Charlotte.
Especially since she and her sister had grown so attached.
You try to protect your children from all pain. But to not be able to stop what's going on behind those steel doors?
You must feel so helpless.
Mom! Oh, sweetheart.
Baby, I've got you. It's okay.
I'm here.
I'm here.
You technically have free reign over this place, but believe me when I tell you, you do not want to mess with me. Not today.
Sorry about Jack. And Amanda, I just heard.
No, you didn't come all the way across town to deliver your half-hearted condolences. What do you want?
You never sent me the report I asked for detailing your abandoned R&D.
Yeah, guess I kind of forgot about it.
No, see, I don't think you did. I think you don't want me to know about Carrion, and you'd rather get fired than tell me what it does.
Let's see if you're right. Fire me.
Nolan, if I find out you've done anything other than destroy that program, I won't just fire you. I will cripple you with lawsuits and make sure you never write another line of code again. You got it?
Control, Alt, Delete. Got it.
Sweetheart, are you all right? How's little Carl?
Perfect. I keep checking to see if something has changed. If somehow he knows his mother's gone, but
He's too little. He couldn't possibly understand.
he will one day. Do you remember Grandma Grayson's funeral? Until today, she was the only dead body I'd ever seen. And she was so beautiful. But seeing Amanda lying there, I wanted to just say it wasn't her so I could pretend it wasn't true.
She had a very hard life. Not everybody's as lucky as we are.
The other thing I remember about Grandma Grayson's funeral were the hundreds of people who came to pay their respects. I can't find anyone outside of Montauk to invite to Amanda's service. Her mom seems to have just disappeared into thin air, and when I called the state to see if they could help me find her foster family, they said I needed a court order to release the records.
Oh, maybe it's for the best. Amanda left that life behind when she came to town, and I fear that if you go down that road, you'll find nothing but pain. Oh, darling, it's your brother.
Nolan Ross, Life's Pawn. How can I help?
I've retraced every step Amanda made. The computer's nowhere to be found.
Nothing's pinged on my end, so no one's turned the computer on, which means the Graysons don't have it either. And they may be losing Daniel, too.
What do you mean?
They came over here in person to tell me to destroy Carrion, threatened to break my digital kneecaps if I didn't comply.
He's having a crisis of conscience.
Or maybe he's just freaked out to realize he's actually got one. Problem is, mine's sending up red flags.
Because of Padma's father.
Like I said, I'm Life's Pawn. I just have to figure out who's moving me next. Any word on Jack?
No, not yet. I was about to head over.
Very well. I'll meet you there.
How'd they find Amanda?
Charlotte made the ID.
You sure?
No. No, she's not. And what's worse is Victoria is using Amanda's death to get close to Charlotte again. Without that love, Victoria would have nothing.
Well, you've always known how to destroy a woman.
Her children. How did I get so far off track? Declan, hi. Okay, I'll be right there. Jack's coming too.
Hey.
Jack?
Yeah, Jack, come here.
Emily. Where's Amanda? Is she okay? Where's Carl?
He's fine. He's with Charlotte.
Amanda? Emily?
Jack. She's gone.
I am so very sorry for your loss, Mr. Porter.
This isn't a good time.
No, I want to talk to him. Alone.
Apologies, Jack. I assure you it wasn't my intent to interrupt you in your hour of grief.
You can stop pretending I know why you're really here. The administrator just told me you offered to pay my hospital bill.
You've been misinformed. I didn't offer, I insisted. One of the last things you need to be grappling with right now is a steep financial blow.
You're very generous.
Tragedy has a way of bringing out our better angels. And, in spite of our strained history, Amanda was, family. As are you and your son. Listen, I take it as a personal failure that I didn't recognize Nate Ryan was using me to injure you.
Well, you did the right thing in the end. I just wish I could look him in the eye and ask why. Why did Amanda have to pay for the sins of my father?
Son, just cherish the beautiful memories you have of your wife and keep them alive for baby Carl.
I don't know how I can ever repay you.
Well, he's doing quite well given the circumstances. Sadly, I don't think we're ever going to know exactly what happened on that boat. I need some signatures from you.
Whoa. What are you doing? You just got out of surgery.
We're not done. We gotta get out of here and finish what Amanda started before it's too late. No, too late for what? What are you talking about? The real reason Amanda came back to the Hamptons is the Graysons framed her father. Everything she needs to expose him is on some computer she stole from Conrad. That's why they murdered her. I gotta find it before Grayson.
Just tell us where it is and we'll find it.
I don't know where it is. That's the thing. Look, you can't tell anyone about this. Especially the police.
We won't. But you are much safer here, especially if what you say is true.
If you don't help me get out of here, I will walk out
Listen,
myself.
we will arrange for help at the stowaway, but it's going to take some time. Just don't do anything until we come for you.
I'm looking into the crash of Flight 197.
What exactly for?
Companies that profited in the wake of the attack. Guess who owns controlling stake in the security systems manufacturer for every major airport in the world? Grayson Global. Everything we have is blood money. And until I figure out what nightmare they're planning for us next, I'm done taking their orders.
Daniel, now's not the time to raise red flags. Now, if you want to rid our family of these parasites for good, you have to do it surgically.
What, like the way you and Dad cut them out 20 years ago? They can't force me to do anything.
Yes, they can. But to send someone in hell instead. I'll bet that you've already had an unexpected encounter.
Yeah. 2. One from a man named Trask asking me to step up their foreign investments.
And the other?
Hayden Mathis claims to have helped sour Jason Prosser on Stonehenge.
Then he's one of them.
Or he was, just having my back, paving his way into the company like he said.
And there's one way to find out. Give Helen's accounts to him. Ask Aiden to execute the trades. And if he's one of the initiative, there's no way he's going to put his footprints all over those financial records.
And if he does?
Then he'll have earned your trust. And mine.
Hey. Thanks for all this.
Don't worry, I'm sending Grayson the bill.
Did you find anything?
Turn this place upside down. If Amanda really did steal Conrad's computer, it's definitely not here.
Maybe they already retrieved it. Maybe that's why Grayson's being so nice. Emily, I need to ask you something.
Yeah, anything.
I know it's short notice with the funeral, but Would you give the eulogy?
I don't know.
Please. I'd do it myself, but after everything I learned on the boat, the vendetta, the gun, the computer, just not even sure I really ever knew her.
Of course you did. She was your wife and she adored you. The evidence is all around you. There is no doubt in my mind that Amanda's love for you was real. She would have done anything for you.
Except tell me the truth. I need to be alone.
Okay. If you need anything, I'm here. Charlotte? Sorry. I just wanted to come in and check in and see how you were doing. I haven't heard from you in a couple of days. Guess I'm more private than the rest of my family. I heard your dad's making a statement today. I know. Of all days. I feel like I was just getting to know her. I still had so many questions. She had this whole past I knew nothing about. And I hate that there will only be a few people coming to her funeral. It's all the people that mattered to her. So what counts? I guess you're right. She just deserves such a fuller life. I just wanted to check in. I'll see you at the service. Emily? She was lucky to have a friend like you.
Mathis, it's Grayson.
Morning. I hope it's good news.
You tell me. Planning to present you to the board for vetting the next meeting.
That's not good news. That's fantastic news.
First, I'd like to showcase your value by having you capitalize on some opportunities abroad.
Happy to.
All right, let me know when you've made the trades. Emily.
Daniel, hi.
Been meaning to call. Stop by.
You're busy. It's okay.
I'm so sorry about everything.
Do you think you'll be coming to the funeral? I know it would mean a lot to Charlotte, and to me too.
Yeah, I'll be there.
Thanks.
The great state of New York is built on the strength of its community. The heart of a state is its populace. To govern it all is to govern for all. So when one of us is lost, all state, city, I invite you all to join me in mourning the loss of Amanda Clark. Sadly, for decades before her time. In this circumstance, Amanda led a troubled early life and persevered through monumental odds, created a loving family of her own. She leaves behind her loving husband, Jack, now son, Carl, and her half-sister, my daughter, Charlotte. And as my family mourns her loss, we cherish her memory.
Hey, you watching this?
Someone turn on your computer.
Tell me it's not a Grayson Manor.
Worse. It's at the stowaway.
As New Yorkers, as human beings, and of course, as porters.
Jack. My condolences.
Thank you. Your kind words, Mr. Grayson.
I'm sure wherever Amanda is right now, she's watching. And smiling.
Hey. I saw you on TV. Sure it wasn't easy watching Conrad capitalize on all this. Here, let me help you.
Thank you.
Remember when Amanda first moved in here? She said it was the first place that ever felt like home.
Except for her father's cottage, which now belongs to you. You gonna put that in your eulogy?
No.
About your time together in Judy. I always wondered how you got so close, so fast. Did she pick you up from Allenwood like she promised? It was in the duffel bag with the computer she was hiding, or you were both hiding, as far as I know.
Jack.
On top of all the misery, to find out that you were lying to me too. You didn't just know each other, you were like sisters.
It was part of my past I didn't want anyone to know about.
Why? Didn't want to tarnish your perfect image?
The same reason you didn't tell me what was happening with the Ryan brothers. Pride. Self-preservation.
What else didn't you tell me out of self-preservation?
That Amanda loved you from the moment that she met you. And none of that ever stopped. Not in the foster homes, not in juvie. None of that was a lie.
Did you know about her plan for the Graysons?
Jack.
Actually, you know what? I don't want to hear it. Emily, you're Carl's godmother. If you knew, I can't believe you would let Amanda put herself, all of us, in that kind of danger.
Jack, I am so sorry about everything.
I don't have time for this. I gotta bury my wife in an hour. Please, just go.
Shouldn't you be at the funeral?
I'm leaving in a few minutes. I've been up all night working on Carrie and finishing it. The fingerprint matched your father's immigration file. One funeral's enough for today. I just hope there aren't countless more coming down the pike. I can't tell you what to do, but when they make contact, keep in mind that the people that took your dad don't have the best track record when it comes to fulfilling their end of the bargain.
Death is a thief. It takes and keeps all that a person is. A person was. And when death takes from us someone as extraordinary as Amanda, it takes with it not just her past, but who she was to us every day. Amanda was special, but she never had it easy. A childhood torn from her, a rough adolescence, and a damning identity that was thrust upon her, which she bore with dignity, until she made herself a new name, Amanda Porter.
Trust aid, pay the trade.
A name that was her own. Free from the binds of history. Looking forward with a man who loved her for all of her strengths and all of her weaknesses. Amanda, all of us here today have embraced you, and we love you. We will protect the husband and child that you leave behind. The sister that you were just getting to know. And we will greet every new day as a gift, approaching it with the same bravery and determination with which you lived your entire life.
was hoping I could come by and visit you next week. We could talk about finding a way to honor Amanda.
My door is always open. Always. I'm sorry.
I don't know if he'll ever forgive me.
He'll come around.
I wanted to tell him the truth. He deserves that.
Someday. Maybe. Right now, regardless of how he feels, you can't take Amanda away from him. Again. No. You think you can come back to the bar with me? I got some computer problems I need your help with. Of course.
Yes. The boy knows nothing.
It was a lovely speech. Unfortunately, despite their best efforts, David and his daughter were plagued by darkness. At least he wasn't here to see her go. He was a child like that. No one should have to bear that kind of loss.
Grayson.
Back in your hands where it belongs. For you to do with as you wish. What are you doing?
Protecting Jack like I said I would.
The evidence in that laptop is on a grace story for lifetimes.
The kind of punishment I came here for had nothing to do with prison. That computer was never part of the plan, it only clouded my judgment.
So back to basics.
No more distractions.
Grace, can you come here? What time have you got?
7:40. Why?
This clock's running slow. You mind taking it to the shop?
No problem.
If you like it, you can keep it. My watch works just fine.
Did you know her well?
Very.
The man Clark I knew was a survivor. Never thought I'd find her here.
How did you know her?
She burned our house down.
Who are you?
I'm a brother.